one of the unique session that Susovan has organized, and it is a combination of rapid technological change, the benefit around the technology, and how we can boost our mind to match and enjoy the technological change, which is for the betterment of the society, betterment for learning, betterment
এখানে
for
কে আছে?
doing business, and get the improved sustainable
এখানে
growth.
একটা করছিল
So
না,
we have got
চেঁচাচ্ছ কেন
35
ঘরের মধ্যে?
participants already, and
কোন
appreciate your
ব্যাপার?
time and
ওইদিকে গিয়ে
effort.
কথা বলতে পারছো
It
না?
is Saturday weekend, and today we are not living in a normal life because lockdown, so many instances of shopping or emergency services we have to run, but really appreciate your support. So colleague will come in and go, so this will be not a hindrance for us. Stay focused because this is a new learning we should have, and this is a ability to enrich our internal capability that we will be talking. And then if you have a question, you can pause me or
No,
you can
Sudeep, I have
unmute
missed
and
out that guideline. Generally, the way we conduct during your
yeah,
presentation, so because if everyone starts talking, it will be a noise. So the way we
correct.
follow during your presentation, if anyone of the audience having any queries, he can use the chat box. I will
Chat box, yeah.
questions, and then once your presentation is finished, I will translate the questions back to you. Then once your presentation is finished, then people can unmute their microphone and talk directly also. That will be the
Good. So basic, yeah. So that's guideline really helpful because it will keep the flow ongoing. So appreciate that. Okay. So before we start, I would like to uh, request you to sit straight with a spine upright, chin upright, and take a few deep breath, because whatever your mental state is, I would like to have a neutralization of the mental state so that we can enjoy the benefit of technology as well as the mind boosting power. So your spine should be straight, sit straight, chin will be upright, and take 3 deep breath that I instruct, and we will be chanting a very nice tone, and then resume after the 3 deep breaths. So let's begin. Take a deep breath and then chant. Mm, mm, mm. Now gradually you can resume your original state, open your eyes and see the surrounding. Simple 3 deep breath, if you can follow, then it will be helping you to boost up your mind, whatever state you are into, and then neutralize your ability very quickly. Chanting the mantra, you can follow your region, but if you can just close your mouth and do whatever or something you can do, so that you can really see your mind power will get boost, because the neurons will be coming more closer to each other. Hope the rapid technology change and your mental ability to sustain is one of the interesting topic for you, and then let's proceed further. Okay, so let me start with my favorite slide. So mind your mind. Here on the left, you are seeing one picture, and in the right, you are seeing other picture. Can anyone quickly unmute and share us the difference between this picture, please? Anyone?
Anyone from the audience?
Anyone from the audience? Five horses in the left side, four horses in the right side.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
the
basically, okay.
direction of the horse and like the host, that is different on the left side, and on the right side all are like looking on the same direction.
Very nice. So basically, in a simple language, I'm sorry, I missed your name. Who is this, please?
I'm Sumitra Mukherjee.
Okay,
Hey,
thank you.
Papan
Appreciate that.
here.
And before that, who contributed, please?
Hey, they got an interesting জিনিস
Hello.
দেখ
Yeah, what's your name? You
What's
just
your name?
I am
ছবি দেখি
Abhijit. I'm
পাঠাচ্ছি মার মোবাইলে
right picture in the right
সুন্দর জিনিস
picture. Arjuna is seeking Krishna's permissions,
মাইন্ড পাওয়ার
whom to target with his arrows,
ছবি দেখি
and whom to target. And in the left picture, he has already taken the permission that he has to take part in the war, whatever might be the reservations. And Krishna is instructing
দূরে থাকতে
that where Arjuna needs to shoot his arrows. In the right picture, there is Arjuna is seeking permission. In the left picture, Arjuna has already taken the permission from Krishna and is pointing his arrows towards the enemy.
very nice. Good observation. Okay.
Yeah,
Anyone like to share?
Yes,
one
this
from
is Shivani.
One by one, please. Sorry for that. Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah,
this
madam,
is
please.
Shivani. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Proceed.
Yeah, this is Shivani. In the right, in the first picture, Arjuna is showing Krishna that look, these are all my own people. How will I go about it? How do you expect me to wage a war against them? And in the second picture, it seems that after whatever sermon Krishna had to say, and at the completion of the entire Gita sermon, Krishna is taking him, forward for the battle.
Okay. Okay. So I'll take one more comment. Yeah. Mhm.
So this is Vijay Bhaskar.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Sudeep, this
Sorry.
is Vijay Bhaskar. See, as of now, friends have told about the living kind of things and mindful things with their thoughts. But whereas here I am observing some object differences also. The chariot, chariot itself is different.
Yeah, the differences are like the time
Chariot
of
is different.
time different, because from the sky it is clear, one is blue sky, another one is the time of
Wow.
that particular,
Very nice.
yeah,
Okay.
different
So
number of
Arnabda,
horses are not
right,
same.
right. So Arnabda, you would like to add something?
Yes, in the first I'm starting with the left hand side. There it is in the full air condition. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Proceed, please.
On the left hand side, the wire is going on, and it's I mean in the time where the wire is permitted, that is before the dusk. Okay. That's why Arjun is pointing his arrows to the opponents.
Mhm.
Is running the horse where the number of horses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five horses are there.
Okay.
And we are seeing that there are other soldiers who are fighting in the background of the images. In the second, if you see that chariot is different than the first one.
Mhm.
In the first one, the chariot top is visible where it is of the blue color. In the right side picture, it is not visible, and the Om is coming. Where in the left side, the Om is not visible, and having four horses, the sky is different, so definitely the time is different. Maybe Krishna is holding his shankha, that means maybe it is end of the day, and so the war is going to stop for the same day. So it may be meaning that.
Very
Okay,
nice. Very nice. Okay. So
left hand side picture, the flag which is on the top of the chariot is very high, in the very high position. In the right hand side, the flag is comparatively lower, indicating the end of the day.
okay. So let's pause here, and can you all go to the mute? Thank you for your observation, and that is the power of brainstorming. New ideas are coming, new observations are coming, and from an individual perspective, if we look only myself, I may be ending up pointing 5 options, but we can see here 50 options coming. Very nice. Now to understand the concept of mind and body and soul and intellect. So this is a very favorite picture to understand the mind. We know
আমার মোবাইল
our
তো
body
বই নেই
is nothing but the hardware component, physical.
কম্পিউটারে পাঠাতে পারো কম্পিউটারে
Now
দিদির
the
মেল
soul,
পাঠাবো
the intellect and the mind are the software component which is defined to run the body smoothly. So if we consider a chariot as a physical entity or body, then the backseater, which is
কম্পিউটারে পাঠাচ্ছি
actually
তোর আর মা
taking some action, which is
মেলে
soul, and then Lord Krishna, who is the strategy
মোবাইলে
maker,
না মেলে
can be
মেলে
considered as the intellect. But the horses you are seeing always are mind. If the soul
ঠিক আছে
or the
কম্পিউটার থেকে করো
intellect is
পাঠিয়ে
really
দিয়েছি
sleeping,
আসবে না
not taking charge to the horses, then of the left portion you can see that 5 horses are going and they are trying to go in their own way, in their own direction. And that's how our focus, our destined goal may be distorted until we are superly strong and focused to meet our destiny by having a strong strategy and intellect constantly guiding our mind to reach our goal in a efficient
আমার কাছে
manner.
আসবে না দিদির কাছে যাও
So
আমি একটা জিনিস
from
করছি
our perspective, mindfulness and consciousness is extremely required, which is the combination of our soul enablement, strategy, and putting that strategical action into reality and constantly guiding our mind. No, negativity is the default, but you need to go far from your negativity to achieve your desired milestone. So this slide ends up with a positive tone. We need to mind our mind so that mind will be under our control, not we will be driven by the mind and create our own victim situation. Is it clear? Is that clear? Anybody?
Yeah.
Okay, appreciate that. Okay, this is small profile myself. Last 21 years, I am supporting the network infrastructure and few security area, learning constantly and trying to adhere the new technologies. And apart from that, as part of my doctorate in management studies, I am working with NLP, neuro linguistic programming, mindfulness, and other modality. How your mind power will be helping to grow and enable you to stay calm and focus so that whatever ups and downs going in the external arena, still your belief system, your capability will be empowered to help yourself to grow sustainably. Now, the basics of cyber psychology. This is a new thing I just put together. The terminology is quite developing in the age of the digitalization. It is a combination of internet technology on which we operate in the digitalization space, and then behavior, response, thinking pattern, perception of the human being. Do you think this is really interesting subject to know? Anyone?
I,
Yes, definitely.
Okay, appreciate that. Okay, now this is our digitalization arena and how the new technologies are coming up. We have got IoT, we have got cloud, we have got robotics automation, we have got artificial intelligence, we have got visualization, we have got machine learning, blockchain, AI, software defined edge computing, big data analytics, and on top of that, the cyber security plays a pivotal role. So we are moving towards the digitalization, combining the whole world into real bigger aspect, and then these sort of technology are adding up to enable our business from the legacy so-called backdated to the next generation ready, so that we can reach our customer supplier in a efficient way and then serve them better solution, better innovation, and then removing their pain area newly and creatively. Now, great benefit of digitalization: anytime, anywhere access, breaking the geographical boundary. Decision making has been extremely easy due to the fact that we have got analytics, faster execution, few tasks which is monotonous can be done by a robot with the artificial intelligence, etc. Decision making and innovation still under the human being, learning and development, cost effectiveness, sustainability, and many more. That are the greatest sense of digitalization technology. Now, digitalization ecosystem. So you see, any technology has got so many associated stakeholders. So we have got an end customer, we have got third party solution enabler, we have got security breaker, we have got training partner, we have got solution developer, we have got solution implementer, we have got security enhancer. So you agree, right? That's how for any technology the digital ecosystem is formed, correct? Anyone? Any view? Yeah?
Right, Sudhir.
Okay. But at the same time, we can see few adverse effects. It is not due to the fact that the technology itself is wrong. It is how we are coping up with the new technology that is coming. So this is one of the simple slide, says digital and digitalization and new technology. Someone is hunting for the new opportunity, what I should do in the new arena, and someone are getting depressed. Oh, new technology has come, I am feeling insecure. How I will be able to cope up with this new technology? I have not got any knowledge, any experience. My resources are not capable to cope that up. How can I add value? So, two kind of mindset is developed. One is resourceful mindset, and the other is unresourceful mindset. So, under the same condition, two sets of people has got two sets of behavior, action, thinking pattern, resourcefulness, and unresourcefulness. So one has got the agility to learn and grow, constantly develop, and one has got the negative emotion that impact. So choice is ours, which path we should follow. Yeah, please. Someone is trying to say something? Okay, let me proceed. So what is the solution then? We have top 11 back to basic ground rule as a best practice. If we follow that regularly as daily habit, then whatever change will come in the external arena, that will not impact your well-being. And this is the greatest opportunity to share something, learning something from you, so that together we can feel difference, we can make difference. Let's see. First point is, keep yourself fit. Until I am fit mentally, physically, I'll not be able to cope up with the change which is coming in the external world. And then define to strong your root. We have drastically seen, like mahogany tree I have implanted. So it took 8 years to grow, and next 3 to 4 year it grow like three storied building, etc., etc. And then first in 8 years, 8 times bushes came and grew. So stronger the root is, their ability to sustain is very high. Accept the reality, take the responsibility, ownership to change what is changeable by you, and do not worry for unchangeable object. Come out from your comfort zone with the positive aspiration, believe in yourself, and constantly develop your skill and ability to lead. In this topic, I can recall 15 years back one Puri story that I used to share. So 15 years back when I visited Puri first time, being a passionate photographer, I used to carry my small camera. And in the beach, I saw two identical twin brother. One is crying and one is not crying. So seeing the beautiful scene, like at the background, beautiful sea, and one is crying, one is not crying, I just began to shoot the picture being framed. And then my inner voice says, stop. I went to the twin boys and asked why you are crying and why identical face the other boy is not crying. The boy who was crying said, long back we lost our parent, broke a fire last night into our house, and very important papers are got burnt. And then I felt sorry, and then asked the other person, why you are not crying? He told, thank you, God. We both are still alive. I have a strong belief that we can make it better. So that's the positive belief system and the aspiration. Yes, whatever has gone, that's the reality. Let's accept that and then try hard doing something new in a better way with all the empowerment and blessings that we have and make some difference. That's the essence we have got from little twin boy. Connect to supreme source of energy, because anyway we are the composed form of the universal energy, so we need to pay some gratitude, and then being in the present moment, being mindful, validate before acting, and continuously act with maturity, not a childiness, etc. Set your goal clearly, visualize the path you should traverse, access the risks database, means assess the risks, and then make sure your plan be ready so that any disaster should not ruin you. Rather, you will be able to cope up the situation, survive and sustain with the plan B approach. Communication is the key. Your internal communication, yes, I'll be able to do that. Communication to your team, motivating, communication with your stakeholder. Yes, whatever the situation is, I am with you. You go ahead with your business. I'm there for your support, and constantly building up good rapport, good relationship, good communication with the ecosystem, so that together you will be winning rather feeling lonely. And then look for the opportunity, create opportunity in a difficult situation, which may be the game changer, and then seek help to help others. Less complain, try to answer most of the answer by your own. When you are stuck, get help. So these are the back to basic top 11 golden rule we'll share. If you follow that regularly, you can really feel the difference. Life is getting smoother than the legacy approach you may be following in the recent past year. Maybe you have got more, but based on the Indian ancient situation, these top 10 or top 11 are good to start. Sorry, colleagues are joining in. So they might be missing, but they can enjoy the rest of the presentation. But at the same time, we see fewer adverse effect. Internet and social media addiction. This is one of the favorite topic that we can see everywhere. Can someone give one of the ripple effect or bad effect of these internet and social media addiction, please?
Spreading of fake news.
So it bogs down our head. It occupies our well-being because we are getting the defocused thing. Social media, good or bad? So any one state one good point and one in bad point.
Staying connected is the good point,
Mm-hmm.
and getting addicted to that is the bad point.
Bad point. Anyone
Yeah,
would like to add?
like shoulder gets frozen, like my shoulder is
Mm,
frozen after that, and then
right.
your main work suffers. You're not able to focus because you're
True.
constantly looking for new videos and laughing, and you're getting distracted. So
Mm.
it's
Okay,
total
very
net
nice.
impact.
Okay, so state your name and then your answer. Your name, I missed that.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Charu Malhotra from Indian Institute of Public Administration.
Oh, okay, Dr. Charu. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay.
Yeah,
So any
thank you
more
so much.
comment like what is the good side and what is the bad side? Very nicely articulated though. Anyone would like to comment?
Yeah, this is Amar here.
Mm-hmm.
I am a cloud data center architect. So the
Okay.
good part of social media is that like on LinkedIn we can connect people who have got like fired and who have lost job to the
Right.
recruiters who are trying to search for good candidates.
True. Very
That's a
nice.
good. And the bad part is. That as the gentleman previously told, the spreading of fake news
True.
and things that adds to stress and anxiety.
True. So basically, social
এই যে
media is,
ইয়া
is a platform, is a tool. How I will use that, may
বাবা
I enjoy the benefit using that, or I can use in an adverse manner. It is up to the individualistic manner. So what is the resolution or the solution? Again, back to basic. Feel what is the purpose of your life, what is your goal, revisit, purely focus on your well-being, nourish your goal, flourish your goal, focus on your wealth creation, and then focus on your family, friends, associativity, and time limit to use smart devices smartly rather than getting bogged down into the situation.
ইয়া
These are
বাবান
the
শুনছিস
very common practice that we try to follow.
শুনছো
Situation and time are varying, but let's focus on stick on this practice.
আরে কম্পিউটার থেকে
Smart
শোনো
device addiction
কম্পিউটারে
for
মাইক্রোফোন
kids.
নেই
This is one of the fundamental thing I can see everywhere.
একটা
Difficult
ইন্টারেস্টিং
challenge for
জিনিস বলছি
parents.
ওদের ভালো লাগবে
So kids in 6 months of age are saying while waking up YouTube, and then it is searching for bad ghost. So
আমার
do you
কাছে
have
এসো
any
আমার
solution
আমার
for that?
তোমার
What do
থেকে
you
শোনো
think? Those who are
Yeah,
experiencing.
Ankurup here. I'm a
Yeah.
network security professional.
Okay.
Hello. I have seen a live example of parents getting rid of their means this habit of their kid. They
এদিকে
themselves
আয় বাবান
use a lot of books to read, and they totally give focus on books, and
Okay.
they means their entire surrounding. They kept their entire surrounding with books, so the kid doesn't feel anything interesting about YouTube or phones. So they have changed their self so that their kid is also
এদিকে আয় না
have
নামকে নে
adopted that
কেটে
scenario. So that kid is not interested in going through phones and going through YouTube or any kind of internet based communication. So to feed
Right,
that
session
kid,
হচ্ছে কিন্তু
they
বাবা
have to
যাবে
draw
না।
a picture rather than going for a playing YouTube video, which is very easy. But drawing a picture is something takes time,
এখানে
is
আসতে বলছি
little tough,
প্যাঁ
but
প্যাঁ
that
করে
will
যাচ্ছে।
help them.
Okay, very, very nicely said. Like in COVID situation, our only solution is stay home for own safety and social distancing. So you have rightly said, if we replace something with distancing and create the environment such a way that it will not have the feeling that we have missing something, rather we are enjoying something with a perfect replacement, that will be one of the key factor. Very nice. Any other view? How to get rid of this kind of social media addiction, or rather smart device addiction for kids?
Yeah, Sumitra here.
Hmm.
So my observation is my baby is now 10 months old, but she doesn't know anything about social media or anything, but maybe the light attracts her. So whenever I take my phone, she already started jumping on my phone. So the common
Yeah, very
practice that
correct.
yeah, I'm trying to cope up with that is like not using the phone in front of her. Even if I have something, I'm just doing that outside of her like vision.
Correct.
I'm not sure how much I can do that in long run because she will grow and she'll understand. It's not only me; there are other people also who are using phone. I cannot like control
True,
everyone on the house. That's a
true.
fact. But what I'm trying to do is like engaging her in some other activity. Like when she is jumping on my phone and nagging for that, I'm giving her some other terms. Maybe headphone I'm giving her, or maybe a water bottle I'm giving her, which will distract her mind and she might go to other direction. So that's what I'm following now. Maybe eventually I'll like get better ideas. Yep.
Yes, one more view, please. I would like to have.
Yeah, this is Amar here. So
Mhm.
I believe that when we were young and we were kids, at that time there was no
No
internet,
phone,
no
no phone.
laptop,
Only
no
cricket
phone.
bat. Yeah, paper. Bounded ball and then hit. Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. Means we are ancient, I understand, but
Uh,
what is the deal is whatever we used to do, all those games and solving puzzles or reading books,
mhm.
like reading this Tinkle, Chanda Mama, all
True,
these things.
true.
So means if we can like inculcate that in the next or the latest generation, and
Right.
then and also we can since it is not possible to completely shut off devices and
Combination
internet.
of and limiting of. Yeah,
Yes,
correct.
limiting it and like a hybrid model, how we have a hybrid cloud, same way.
Exactly, exactly.
That
So
would be
MPLS for business critical application,
yes,
and
yes,
then the internet cloud base goes straight to the internet in a secure model. Correct.
exactly,
Okay.
hybrid model. Thank you.
Good, good.
Sudeepji,
Yes, yes, yes.
I have one small query. I'll be a grandmother very soon. Some of
Okay.
my friends are saying, yeah, some of my friends are saying that if they don't expose their kids or grandkids to technology, the kids could get outdated. So I find that kind of ridiculous because we have not had that dosage of technology while growing up. We just did it academically and learned and by and by. So, what is your take on it? And it's not always possible to find the best content online because the moment you expose your child to nice things, you're also exposing them to sever the technology for bad things. So, like I used to expose my kids to Discover India during their TV days, but very soon I found them shifting to Cartoon Network, etc. So, what is your take on that, please? Thank you.
$1 million question.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So going back to this. So basically, what happens, like when we give any domain to anyone, they are really jump, and the next generation kid, whoever may be, their intellect level is super higher than our intellect level. That we have seen. And what we have not thought even, they will do. So for me, I just one day take a pen and paper and start doing two pointers, point A and point B. And I told my son, like, hey, look, this is a point A and point B. So let's draw a connector. So he did exactly the same way our life is. So many W in between. So it is not a straight line. It is so many ups and downs. So I never thought. I only thought is connecting straight, and there might be the
Yeah.
plan B.
Baban,
So he
अच्छे
put
नाकी
such a way a graph zigzag, and that is having a plan Z as well. So the problem is the intelligent child we have, they are, because mind is like that, the horses, right? It will go your own way, and the negativity of the mind attracts very fast rather than the positive way.
Okay.
So for a parental control, we need to definitely give them the technology, otherwise they will not be able to cope up with the situation, like interactive learning, etc., etc. So they should be, but silently, as a parent, as a grandparent, we need to upskill our standard two-step art from there. So recently, I had a communication with my one of my uh, uh, grand maternal uncle. He told, like, if your kid or any kid are going to the STEM, you should be one step ahead and you will be on the leaf, so that your vision, your detection power, what may be going to happen, and your risk assessment and proactive action will be such a way that before any damage happen, you will be able to guide constantly. So constant focus is required, because a kid with a smartphone, he can search ghost, he can search other thing, and the other thing will attract rather than the ABCD or word making that
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
constant, yeah, so constant focus is required. That we'll be discussing on the subsequent slide. Are you feeling the discussion? It is offbeat from the technology, but it is real, touching our problem and the mind boosting and our action, because only planning will not help. Our strategy and action implementation will help us to make our change, things better in our real life. So are you feeling this kind of, conversation interesting?
Very interesting. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So any more view before I go to the next slide? Okay, okay. So solution: keep them engaged with hands-on activity that we talked of, like painting, etc. To make sure interesting, because mind always attracts for the interesting object. For visually strong kid, they are well attracted with YouTube and all other. So give them a good story. Until unless being a parent we are not able to create the interesting story for them, it will not be changeable habit. Understand them, show them the bigger picture. This is very important. Like what will happen, what will be the after effect, and not getting them depressed, but somehow encourage them with a good feed with the reference. And you can explore some child lock or parenting control in application, or in like they are seeing that together, have the feeling of being a friend and see together what the interesting thing, and then convert that into board drawing or something, like, so that it can be distracted. Okay. So technology has got great benefit, but few adverse effect. Let's see. Now, this is our ecosystem that we talked of. Like we have got new technology, we have got domain knowledge, and the ecosystem has got customer who is enjoying the benefit, solution implementer who is providing the best effort, for making the solution working, solution developer who is constantly focusing on developing the solution, learning partner who is enable the stakeholders, black hat hacker who is trying to see, oh, okay, where is the fault, where is the gap, and let me hack and earn some money. And then white hat hacker are really constantly trying to mitigate those approach, etc., etc. So one side deployment protection, one side breaking and doing something bad. Now, in this phenomenon, when the new technology comes up, then every stakeholder has got different set of negative mindset. Is the infrastructure or the application secure enough? What will happen if we encounter hacking? What will be the resources pool that I need to create for enhance their skill set? What stakeholder expectation will be if my information is breached? Any technology partner will be capable to help me promptly to avoid the bigger damage. Budget cut situation. I don't have good budget for investing the cybersecurity product or audit. So what I'll do? These kind of questions are always in customer mental state for any new technology come. Solution partner says, how can I get more customer? This is a new technology. So many competitions. How can I kill my competition? The customer is now too much technology savvy. So they go fast. Then I pitch the solution. It is tough to grow the business model as customer are well connected to so many solution provider, and how can I fit best business proposal? White hat hacker says how to protect, how to deal with zero-day attack, how to upskill my hands-on tools and technique so that I can really jump into the reality before or exactly when the situation of hacking will come. Solution developer says how fast to release the hardware or software fix, how to address the zero days vulnerability which is not known, how to protect the investment for constant
ইন্টারেস্টিং বলছে
resource and development
কি
so that
করছিস
the
ওখানে
technical team should feel motivated,
কেন
how to
কম্পিউটার দেখতে
comply
পেলি না
different security standard, what are the
কে
learning
আরে
and
ওটা
development curve that should be
মানে
emphasized
ওরম ভাবে
on,
ঢোকাচ্ছিস
and how
কেন
to maintain the USP
রাখো পরে
to
দিয়ে দেবো
ensure the sustainable growth in the
কথা
technological paradigm shift moment.
রাখো আমি
Training partner says,
হ্যাঁ
what
কেন
are the
তুই শুনতে পাচ্ছিস না
technology I should focus
এদিকে আয়
on,
আমার কাছে
which will be
শুনবি
live for next 10 years because there is
মা
a
শুনতে দিল না কেন
huge investment,
কি
how
বললি
effectively the partner solution will
কম্পিউটার
be
আর
rolled
দুধ
out
কি
in
করে
the
হবে
industry, how to develop a high performing trading team and how to retain them because market is really volatile, recognizing the trading need of the customer or in the market and how to sustainably win the competition. So these are the
মহাভারত
stakeholder
দেখা
in
গেল
the
দেখতে পেলি না
ecosystem